I'm 68 years old, and when I decided to get back into training after years away, I made every mistake possible. I went straight back to the exercises I used to do in my 40s, used weights that were too heavy, and pushed through pain that I should have respected. I got hurt within 3 weeks and had to stop again. What I finally learned, and what I wish someone had told me before I started, is that training at our age isn't about going harder, it's about going smarter. And there's a completely different approach that actually works. I'm William Harrison. I'm 68 years old, and I want to tell you the truth about that injury, because it wasn't just a physical setback, it was a defeat. I had made the decision to change, I had found the motivation, I had shown up, and then I was right back where I started, except now I also had a sore shoulder and a bruised sense of confidence. The worst part was the voice in my head that said, maybe this just wasn't for me anymore. Maybe the window had closed. I know a lot of men our age carry that voice, the one that says you've left it too late, that the body you want is behind you, not ahead of you. I'm here to tell you that voice is wrong. But the approach I was using was also wrong, and understanding that difference is what changed everything. Here is what I know now. When you're in your 50s or 60s and you haven't trained in a while, your testosterone is lower than it was at 30. Your metabolism is slower. There is natural wear and tear on your joints from years of daily movement. Your body is in a state of low-grade inflammation that has been building quietly for years. You cannot walk back into training as if none of that is true. The men who try, and I was one of them, end up injured, frustrated, and starting over. The men who succeed are the ones who start exactly where they are, build intelligently, and give their body the time it needs to adapt. That approach is slower in the short term. In the long term, it's the only one that works. Before we get into the exercises, I also want to say something about nutrition and recovery, because exercise without those two things is a car without fuel or a car without time to cool down. Make sure you are eating enough: whole foods, lean proteins, good carbohydrates, healthy fats, and plenty of water. This is not the time for extreme diets that cut entire food groups. Your body needs a full range of nutrients to recover from training, and recovery is where the actual gains happen. Sleep is equally non-negotiable. Even if you can't always get a full night, a short rest during the day has real benefits. Growth hormone is released during sleep. Your muscles repair during sleep. Every hour you invest in rest pays back in strength. If this is already making sense, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe. I make these specifically for men our age, and I don't want you to miss what's coming. Now the exercises. These are movements that will give you strength across your entire body while protecting your joints and building the kind of base you can keep adding to for years. Exercise 1, the goblet squat. You need to do some form of squat. The squat is one of the most fundamental human movements, and the benefits, hormonal, muscular, metabolic, skeletal, are too important to skip. But if you're coming back after years away, a barbell back squat is not where you start. Tight shoulders, reduced hip mobility, weakened lower back, all common in men our age, can turn a back squat into an injury waiting to happen. The goblet squat solves all of that. Hold a single dumbbell vertically against your chest with both hands. Feet slightly wider than shoulder width, toes turned slightly outward. The weight in front helps you sit back into the squat naturally, opens the hips as you descend, and takes the pressure off the lower back. Keep your chest up, core tight, and let your knees track over your toes as you lower. Go as deep as your mobility allows. Even a partial squat builds real strength, and mobility improves with consistency. If your hips or ankles feel very restricted at first, that is normal, and it will change. Every squat you do is also a mobility exercise. 8 to 12 reps, 2 to 3 sets. Start lighter than you think you need to. Exercise 2, incline dumbbell press. You need a pressing movement. The chest, front of the shoulder, and tricep all need to be worked, and a press is the most effective way to do it. But I would never recommend starting back with a barbell bench press. A barbell locks you into a fixed path that may not match your body's natural movement, especially if your shoulder mobility is limited. Dumbbells allow each arm to move independently along the path that feels right for your body. The incline angle, rather than flat, is slightly easier on the shoulder joint and still fully develops the chest. Sit back on a bench or firm surface set at an incline, lower back pressed firmly against the pad, core braced. Hold the dumbbells above your chest, palms forward. Lower slowly in a controlled arc to the point where you feel the stretch across the chest without any shoulder pain. Press back up and squeeze at the top. If anything feels wrong in the shoulder or elbow, reduce the range of motion. Pain is information, not weakness. 8 to 12 reps. Exercise 3. Chest-supported dumbbell row. This is the pulling movement that most men skip. And skipping it is one of the main reasons older men develop that rounded, forward-hunched posture that is both unhealthy and aging. The chest-supported row eliminates lower back stress completely by letting the bench take your weight. Place your chest against the incline pad, face down, arms hanging straight below you with a dumbbell in each hand. Now pull by driving your elbows back and up, not your hands. Your hands are just hooks. The work happens at the elbow. Pull as far back as you can and squeeze the shoulder blades together at the top. Lower slowly and feel the stretch across the upper back. That mind-muscle connection in the back is something most men have never developed because they've always been pulling with their hands. Once you feel it, every back workout changes. 8 to 12 reps. Exercise 4. Seated dumbbell shoulder press with neutral grip. The shoulder press develops the entire shoulder complex and also engages the core as a stabilizer. Sitting down protects your lower back by eliminating the tendency to arch and use momentum. Use a neutral grip, palms facing each other, especially when starting back. This reduces the rotational stress on the shoulder joint significantly. Lower the dumbbells to about ear level and press straight up and slightly together until your arms are extended overhead. Lower under full control. If your shoulders allow a forward-facing grip as you progress, that's fine. But start neutral and only move away from it when it feels completely comfortable. 8 to 12 reps. Exercise 5. Plank. Your core is the foundation for every other movement in this list. And for men our age, a strong core is the difference between a back that supports you and a back that limits you. The plank builds that foundation without the spinal loading of crunches or sit-ups. Start in a forearm plank, elbows under shoulders, body in a straight line from head to heels, core braced, glutes squeezed. Hold for as long as you can maintain good form. Even 20 seconds is a starting point. The goal over time is 60 to 90 seconds, but that comes with consistency, not with forcing it. As you get stronger, progress to a straight arm plank, then to variations that include movement. Exercise 6. Farmer's walk. This is the exercise most programs leave out, and it might be the most functional one of all. Pick up 2 heavy dumbbells, heavy enough that maintaining your grip requires genuine effort. Stand tall, shoulders back, chest out, core tight. Walk. That's it. Walk in a straight line, turn carefully as a single unit, not twisting at the knee, and walk back. The farmer's walk develops grip strength, upper back strength, core stability, and leg endurance all at once. It also mimics real life, carrying groceries, lifting bags, moving things around the house. And for men our age, it builds the kind of total body strength that keeps us capable and independent. Start with 30 to 40 seconds and build up. Here's the most important thing I want you to take from this. You are not too old. You have not left it too late. But you do need to be smarter about how you start. The version of yourself that tried to go back to training like a 40-year-old got hurt and stopped. The version of yourself that starts from where you actually are, respects the wear and tear, builds gradually. That version gets stronger every month, year after year. I know because that version is me now. And the difference between how I felt after that first injury and how I feel today is something I cannot fully put into words. Your body is waiting to respond. Give it the right signals, and it will. If this video helped you understand what smart training actually looks like at our age, please subscribe for more strategies that work for men like us. I'm William Harrison. Thanks for watching.